Dear soul, there's a moment in every woman's life, often quiet, almost invisible, when the heart of someone else whispers your name, long before they ever found the courage to say it out loud. This is that moment. And this message? It's not by chance. Today, your angels come closer than ever, inviting you to lean in, to listen not with your ears, but with your heart. Because what's unfolding is something deep, something sacred. There is someone, yes, that's someone, who has felt something for you for longer than you can imagine. But they didn't have the words. Not yet. They chose you in silence, in soul, in shadow. And now, everything is changing. This person's energy has been circling yours like a quiet tide, ebbing and flowing, watching, feeling, learning. At first, they didn't even know what it was. They only knew that when you spoke, their chest tightened. When you smiled, something inside them softened. When you were near, the world made a little more sense. But this person, wrapped in their own fears and doubts, tucked those feelings away, not out of disinterest, but out of awe. You, dear one, have always seemed like someone touched by the divine. There's something in the way you carry your pain with grace. Something in your laughter that feels like home. And that, more than anything, scared them. You see, for people like them, who have wandered through relationships without depth, who have touched love only to watch it slip through their fingers, real love feels too rare, too fragile to trust. But your presence keeps stirring something inside of them. It's not loud. It's not explosive. It's steady, soulful, unshakable. They've watched you. Not just when you were glowing, but when you were hurting and still chose kindness. They saw your strength, not when you were winning, but when you were losing and still showed up with hope in your eyes. And that's what broke their defenses. Now they're feeling drawn to you, not just by desire, but by recognition. You embody something they thought they'd never find again. Or perhaps, something they never believed they deserved. You've awakened their truth. And that truth is both beautiful and frightening to them. What the angels reveal to me is a heart that has been resisting, fleeing, hiding behind smiles and distractions. But no longer. This heart is awakening. Slowly. Fearfully. Gloriously. There's something divine happening here. This isn't about romance in the conventional sense. This is a soul-level understanding. Lifetimes recalled. Love chosen before this life began. It's why you feel what you feel, even when logic suggests otherwise. It's why this person flits through your thoughts at odd hours, why their name appears when you're looking for signs, why your spirit reacts before your mind even comprehends. Because something deep within you already knows. The angels are preparing a moment. A crossing of timelines. A point where the connection between you and this person will no longer be defined by distance, silence, or uncertainty, but by clarity, presence, and courage. When that moment arrives, you won't have to second-guess anymore. Their eyes will speak volumes. Their energy will shift. Their voice will convey what was once unexpressed, that their heart chose you long ago. They just didn't know how to express it. And now that they do, the question becomes, are you ready to embrace it? But before I continue, pause. Because this isn't solely about them. This is also about you. What if the reason this love took so long is that you needed to be prepared too? You needed to remember who you are, not just as a partner, but as a woman, as a force, as a soul worthy of being seen without having to shrink, dim, or overgive. You've done the work. You've healed what others ran away from. You've remained gentle in a world that tried to make you hard. And now finally, the universe is aligning to show you what it looks like when love meets you where you are, instead of asking you to come down to where it is. So yes, their heart chose you a long time ago. But maybe, your soul also chose this exact timing. Not when you were needy. Not when you were unsure. But now. Now that you know your worth. Now that you can receive love that's real. And here's what the angels are asking me to say to you in this very moment. Trust the pull. But more importantly, trust yourself. The signs have been everywhere. the dreams, the synchronicities, the way your body reacts when their name is mentioned. That's not delusion. That's recognition. Now breathe deeply. Because what comes next is a chapter where you're not begging to be loved. You're being claimed, seen, chosen, allowed. Just like you've always deserved. Now, if you're feeling this message stir something inside you, if it's speaking a truth your heart already knows, this is the perfect moment to act from that place of knowing. Take a second, know a breath, and write in the comments below, I am ready to receive this love. Why? Because when you write it, when you declare it, you shift the energy around you. You open a door. And the angels? They've just been waiting for you to knock. Stay with me, because what's about to unfold will feel like magic. Your story is just beginning. And as your story begins to unfold, the angels want to take you deeper, not just into the heart of this person, but into your own. Let's be honest, you've been through enough to know that not every I love you means safety, not every connection means commitment. You've danced with illusion, tasted the sweetness of hope only to sometimes be met with silence, withdrawal, or hesitation. So when a message like this comes, it's natural to wonder, is it real this time? The angels answer, yes. But there's a condition. It only becomes real when you are real with yourself. This person, the one whose heart chose you in silence, they have changed. Or more precisely, they are changing. The love they feel now is not the same love they were capable of offering before. You awakened something in them, yes, but that awakening came at a cost. They had to confront their own shadows. They had to look in the mirror and ask themselves why they ran from the very thing they always said they wanted. You see, you weren't just a beautiful soul who entered their life. You were a mirror. A divine reflection of everything they longed for, and everything they feared they'd lose. That kind of reflection breaks illusions. And that's exactly what you did. Now, let me show you what's happening inside them. They think about you when they least expect it. You cross their mind in the middle of meetings, in quiet nights, in moments when they thought they had moved on. They hear your voice in their memory, and it calms them. Your energy is a tether. They may drift, but they never disconnect. This isn't just memory. It's magnetism. Soul-level tethering. And they're feeling it more than ever. But what you may not know is how often they've tried to name what they feel. How often they've stood in front of their own heart and asked, is it love? Or is it fear dressed up as love? But no. It's love. Real. Vulnerable. Unpredictable. Sacred. And slowly, they're beginning to understand that it's not something to analyze. It's something to surrender to. You, dear one, are the invitation. You are the safe space their soul has been seeking. But here's the part that truly matters now. You don't have to wait for them to say it first to start living in that energy. When you choose to believe the love is real, when you act, dress, speak, and move from that frequency, your whole vibration shifts. And guess what? They feel that shift. So start preparing, not by waiting, but by becoming. Become the woman who no longer doubts her worth. Become the woman who no longer needs signs to validate her intuition. Become the woman whose light is too precious to dim just because someone else is still learning how to shine. Because when you do that, you don't just invite love, you attract it. You might be wondering, when? When will they say it? The angels smile. They don't communicate in dates. They communicate in alignment. And the moment you align with the belief that you are already chosen, that's when time collapses. That's when the text arrives. The call. The moment. The words that echo what your heart has always known. I've always known it was you. But before that, there's a question that must be answered. And no, it's not theirs. It's yours. Will you allow yourself to be loved this deeply? Because this kind of love is not casual. It's not just weekend brunch and shallow kisses. It's eyes that see into you. It's vulnerability that feels like exposure and safety all at once. It's building a new life, not from fantasy, but from truth. This love will not ask you to hide. This love will not diminish you. This love will not punish your depth. This love will ask you to come as you are, and trust that it's enough. So say yes, not to them, not yet, but to you. Say yes to the part of you that has been waiting for this for lifetimes. And when they come, and they will, your soul will know exactly what to do. This is your preparation season. Your softening season. Your rising season. The angels want you to remember something sacred. Your presence has always been the prayer they didn't know they were whispering. And now, the answer is coming. If this resonated within you, if your body, your breath, or your heart reacted, then this message is yours. And I'm going to ask you, one last time, to take a sacred action. Write in the comments, I receive this love. I am ready. Because your words are powerful. And this one might just be the key that unlocks everything. The love story you always knew was possible? It's here. And it begins with you. Let's go even deeper. Now that your heart is open and the truth is no longer hiding behind doubts, the angels want to show you what this moment truly represents. You see, this is not just about love between two people. This is about healing. Soul healing. Lineage healing. The kind of healing that resonates through generations and lifetimes. That's why it feels so intense. That's why your connection with this person never really faded, even in silence. You were meant to find each other, not because you're incomplete, but because together, you activate something sacred. A kind of remembering. A kind of soul truth that most people spend lifetimes searching for. But here's the secret. This union was written long before your first conversation. It was whispered into the stars before you were even born. You both agreed to meet again, to finish what you started, to finally say what was left unsaid. And now the universe is aligning, not to test you, but to fulfill a promise. This person, their hesitation, their confusion, it wasn't rejection. It was a pause. A necessary silence so they could become the version of themselves worthy of standing next to you, not behind you. Because your light doesn't ask for followers. It invites equals. And the truth is, they're almost there. They're closer than you think. You've probably felt it already. In their glances, in their energy, in the subtle ways they try to stay near without fully stepping in. That's because they're on the brink. Of clarity. Of confession. Of choosing you out loud. But they need one last signal. Not from the universe, from you. Not a text. Not a grand gesture. But a quiet, internal yes. The kind of yes that shifts the atmosphere. And when you say it, energetically, soulfully, without fear, the path clears. The moment aligns. The love lands. This is the alchemy of two hearts finally brave enough to stop running. Now, a gentle reminder, this love will not feel like the others. It's not drama. It's not adrenaline. It's not the kind of love that burns and disappears. It's the kind that takes root. That builds slowly and steadily. The kind that sees you crying on the floor and kneels beside you, not to fix it, but to hold you through it. It's partnership. It's peace. It's home. And you deserve nothing less. So from this moment on, start preparing your life as if this love is already real. Because it is. The moment you decided to believe in it, to receive it, to live in its vibration, it became truth. The angels are orchestrating divine encounters. Conversations you thought would never happen. Reunions you gave up hope on. Unexpected messages that will shake you in the most beautiful way. But only when you stop waiting and start welcoming. So here's what I want you to do right now. Close your eyes. Place your hand on your heart. And whisper softly, I am ready. Feel it. Feel how your body reacts. How your chest opens. How your spirit exhales. This is more than words. It's alignment. And it's the final signal the universe has been waiting for. Your heart is no longer hiding. Your truth is no longer tucked away. Your love is no longer waiting to be chosen. You are the one. You always were. And now, so are they. What happens next will not just surprise you, It will heal you. Because finally, after all this time, their heart will say what it's been trying to say all along. I knew it was you. I just didn't know how to say it. Until now.